Taurus. Today I'm going to be reading A Halloween Scare in Georgia. I picked this book because it says Halloween, and this is day 5, I think, of Halloween. So, let's go. Prepare if you dare, a Halloween scare in Georgia. Prepare if you dare for a Georgia-wide scare, a night of pure terror to whiten your hair. And this, guys, by the way, there's a few words in here that I do not know, so I'm gonna ask my mom for help. She's the camel lady. A tale full of sights that are best left unseen. You ready? You sure? This was my Halloween. And it's also a rhyming book, which I really enjoy. The werewolves howled loudly, the moon shone so bright. I stayed in my bedroom, the curtains set tight. My heart started pounding, my knees felt so weak, but being a brave kid, I just had to peek. I pulled back the curtains, my mouth open wide. An army of monsters had gathered outside. They staggered and stumbled and lurched down the streets with bags full of cookies and candy corn treats. Emerging from sewers and house and stores came creatures and critters with ravenous roars. Then more came along from all over the state. They filled up the streets at a dizzying rate. From Athens, Columbus, Atlanta, and Rome, they gathered together outside of my home to go trick-or-treating for one spooky night and seek out the living, then give them a fright. The thunder clapped loudly with terrible booms. The witches dodged lightning and clung to their brooms. The two-headed doggies tried chasing their tails, and banshees let loose with their hideous wails. The vampires hung out on the streets in their gangs and grinned just to show off their pearly white fangs. The mummies moaned loudly and swayed side to side, while Frankenstein stomped about town with his bride. And the balloon says, "Just married in Georgia." Alien race from a faraway sun came looking for Roswell, but chose the wrong one. They soon fell in love with our warm southern charm, completely forgetting they came to do harm. The swamp monster came out of Okefenokee. He roared and he roared till his voice went all croaky. He felt so embarrassed. He hid out of sight. A squeaky swamp monster just doesn't sound right. The creepies were crawly. The crazies were crazed. The zombies from John Creek had eyes that were glazed. The ogres from Macon were ugly as sin, with big, bulging noses and warts on their chin. The ghouls danced around, but were lacking in So the gargoyles could walk, and the headless could roll. Although the whole spectacle seemed to spell doom, I foolishly thought I'd be safe in my room. But then something happened that made my heart jump. From somewhere below me, I heard a big bump. I froze for a moment, as quiet as a mouse. Yes, I could hear noises from inside my house, inside the house. I put on my slippers and I pulled on my robe. I shook like a leaf, but I don't think it sewed. Then slowly but surely, I crept down the stairs, preparing myself for the biggest of scares. Oh no, picture down that. My hands trembled wildly. I opened the door. I still shuddered now at the horrors I saw. The stereo spat out some hideous sounds as dozens of monsters jumped madly around. The sight was horrific. It made my skin crawl. These monsters were having their Halloween ball. And right in the middle, one monster loomed tall, the hairiest, scariest monster of all. He turned round and saw me. I fell to my knees. I'm not very tasty, so don't eat me, please. He beamed ear to ear and broke free from the huddle, ran over and gave me a big monster cuddle. Says I love Georgia on his shirt, I think. I heart Georgia. See, I heart Georgia. At last we have found you, he said with a smile. From Dalton to Douglas, we've looked for a while. We came here to give you your wonderful prize. He held up a trophy in front of my eyes. A prize? And for me? I replied with a grin. But what did I enter, and how did I win? You've won the first prize of the costume you're wearing. It even scares me, and I'm tip-top at scaring. This isn't a costume. I'm just dressed as me. Exactly. The scariest thing you can be. A small human child with a cute button nose. Your teeth are so shiny. You've only 10 toes. No hair on your face and no horns on your head. The whites of your eyes are not glowing or red. A bone-chilling costume, a horrible sight, a worthy ensemble for Halloween night. We partied together until the moon set, a Halloween night that I'll never forget. And next year, I won't want to hide in my bed. The monsters won't scare me. I'll scare them instead. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed day 5. I like this book because it's rhyming, and I chose it because it's a Halloween scare in Georgia, and this is Halloween. So, Halloween event on my YouTube channel, and so, forgot what I was going to say. So, I think it's, okay, I remember. So, he said that he even scares him. That's why at the end he said, I'll scare them instead. I like that. And on the back, on this, it has a bunch of this. The back, just this. Now, bye everyone! and subscribe.